Welcome back to GBGuns Armory, the series in which we're going through stuff already reviewed on the main channel. And this one's very old, over 50 years old, or 70 years old, jeez, wow. Also talking about stuff that's not necessarily the hottest, newest thing, but collecting up your thoughts and experiences on stuff that's been out for a while in the comment section so that these videos can serve as sort of a visually cued Reddit thread on the topic. Today, a very fun pistol, very interesting piece. This is a VZ52 made by CZ. This one is chambered in 7.6225 Tokarev, a hot little bottleneck round that, if you've got the right ammo, is armor piercing. Pretty serious stuff. This thing I had to get after Tia discovered a VZ52 rifle, which we also have. Totally different action, totally different caliber. But what fascinated me about this, and I'll link to the original tabletop so you guys can see it up close, is it's roller delayed. It's like a roller locked pistol, and you can see it's not particularly fat. It's not particularly super thick for it. These used to be, from what I understand, dirt cheap imports. There were also some chambered in 9mm. Would have been great to get one of those, but I do like Tokarev. It's a fun round. I wish Tokarev had more modern applications because it's pretty capable. Pretty amazing little round. It is long. You can see how tall the magazine is. Single stack gun here. Safety only, no decocker. I don't want to talk about trigger and stuff because there's lots of talk on the internet about how you should never dry fire these. They have fragile firing pins and fragile other parts. I mean, heck, just looking at the machining, it's all very crude. And of course those Bakelite grips are awesome. But a neat piece, and I grabbed it today because just recently the patrons bought a CZ75 BD for the channel. And that to me is kind of a high power variant. Whereas the same CZ, and I'm talking CZ before it became the modern commercial company, I'm talking about the original CZ, these guys did a lot of innovative things, stuff that was different. And it shocked me to see that just 20 years later, they were effectively heavily inspired, let's say, by foreign design rather than creating their own thing. And remembering this VZ52 got me wondering about roller lock pistols and why we don't see many of those. Now, we know that the Browning action is relatively inexpensive to produce. It's also tried and true, works with most things. Because I only have this in Tokarev, I haven't put it through a modern What's for Dinner because I only have 3 or 4 different loads of Tokarev. So I can't say that the 9mm versions are reliable with modern ammo. That's something I'd like to hear from you guys if you've got a 9mm one. But the big question, and I know I've asked this before, and it's maybe because I'm a nerd about stuff like action types, but where has the innovation gone? You know, most of the modern, especially the trendy pistols, are following one of like 3 recipes and then just sprinkling in different seasoning, if you will, to make it their dish for their brand. But they're all pretty much the same gun. You don't see a lot of wildly different stuff like this thing. Man, that is a cool looking slide, isn't it? For a gun from the 50s, it sure looks like it was meant to be the ray gun kind of thing. But interesting piece. Check the pinned comment. I'll link to the original reviews of it. Should be some cards pop up in one of the corners or something too. But a neat piece that I think should be celebrated. And I'd really want to know, like, where did this design go? How come it didn't stick around? Is it simply that it cost too much to make? Or was there some fatal flaw to it that I don't know about? Not expecting everyone to have the answers, but I'd love to hear your theories. That's what I've got for you today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.